their bid to escape hardship and poverty in Africa, four young Nigerian men with absolutely no idea of a destination secretly went aboard a cargo ship hiding in a hole under the ship. According to the four men, during the 3,500 miles journey from Nigeria to Brazil, which lasted 14 days across the Atlantic Ocean, they were hiding in a 6 foot by 6 foot opening under the ship and leaning on a cold metal, terrified of falling into the churning waters just below their feet. They did not know where the ship was going, but that did not bother them. They were jobless and desperate and simply wanted to go anywhere that might offer better chances at living a good life. It was a scary journey. The men recounted that sometimes they spotted sharks in the water beneath their feet, and on the 9th day of their journey, they ran out of food and water. In an interview after their arrival in Brazil, one of the men, whose name was Roman Ebinemi Friday, said, "We licked toothpaste and drank seawater just to have strength. We were so scared and we just kept on praying." Upon arrival on July 2nd, 2023, Brazilian authorities said 2 of the men asked to be sent back to Nigeria, but Roman Ebinemi Friday and another called Tangod Opemipo Matthew Yeye decided to stay and have already applied for a refugee status. Obinemi Friday, a 35-year-old man who is from Bayelsa, a state in the Niger Delta, a polluted petroleum-producing region, said he had been looking for a job in Lagos for almost 2 years, hoping to help support his widowed mother and his 3 young siblings. According to him, he had so little money and sometimes had to spend nights sleeping under a bridge while in Nigeria. Thank God Opemipo Yeye, who is 38 years old, said he had a small peanuts and palm oil farm in Lagos State that was devastated by floods earlier this year, leaving him and his wife and 2 younger children homeless and hungry. He recounted that there was a time that he thought of committing suicide, but God helped him to escape. Beyond his personal travels, Mr. Yeye said he believes Nigeria is becoming increasingly dangerous. He said in an interview, "We have a lot of security challenges. I couldn't cope anymore, so I decided to leave." Every day, according to reports, life has been a struggle for many Nigerians in recent years, as the nation has battled crises in nearly every region, an Islamic insurgency, a spate of kidnappings and deadly fightings between farmers and herders over land in a nation whose population is soaring. The number of migrants from Nigeria, which has a population of about 224 million people, grew 60% between 2010 and 2020, according to the Center for Global Development. As at the end of 2020, Nigeria ranked in the top 10 countries with the largest number of people living abroad, according to the United Nations data. Brazil is a major destination for migrants from other parts of Latin America. Since 2018, it has granted permanent asylum to nearly 100,000 refugees. Migrants' rights are enshrined in Brazil's constitution. They are entitled to equal treatment and access to government services such as healthcare, education, and social security programs, even if they arrive without documentation. The country has also become a haven for migrants from much farther away. Since the United Nations withdrew from Afghanistan 2 years ago, Brazil has issued about 9,000 humanitarian visas to Afghans. It has also taken in smaller numbers of migrants from Syria, Angola, and Congo. But despite the country's welcoming attitude towards migrants, there are still significant challenges, especially for those like Mr. Friday and Mr. Yeye, who arrived from African nations. Black migrants have been victims of racism and xenophobia that causes through part of Brazilian society. The men said they hope to earn enough to bring their families to Brazil. The 2 men have currently been taken in at Casa do Migrants, a migrant shelter in Sao Paulo, where they are recovering from their trip. One of the men said, "I was not even expecting that I was coming to Brazil, but I found myself in Brazil and it is a better place. I am very, very happy." So far, Mr. Yeye said, "I find that Brazilians are friendly and very loving people."